Everybody right now has dreams, don't they, guys? All right, everybody in the NFL, I have a dream of making it in the NFL. I got a dream of winning a Super Bowl. I got a dream of being in a Pro Bowl. I'm really not into dreams anymore, okay? I'm into nightmares.
Going up top, Josh Jacobs. Carwood time, launches for Aguilar, behind the knee for the touchdown. Carr gears it up, separation, pulled in, Henry runs, the speed, touchdown. What a catch by Renfro.
You can beat anybody, anywhere, on any time zone.
Just win, baby.
Good evening, Raider Nation. It is episode 26. This is the last pre-game show. Welcome. Awesome to have you all here. Without further ado, let's start bringing in the rest of the gang. If I could bring in Tony, I would. There we go.
I'm here. What is that? What's going on with you? You are off of the 90s this week. You are well off of the 90s. Yeah, you're on 36k dial-up. You are.
It's probably like the same way that I'm seeing you, to be honest, because my 4-year-old just punched me in the eye, so I can barely see anything.
Fair enough. Anyway, whilst you, I don't know, whilst you sit there and download, evening all. Happy New Year. Welcome to 2021, people.
Welcome.
What on earth is going on with your webcam? It looks horrendous, man. It's horrendous.
Oh dear.
I don't know if you want to see if there's anything you can do with that or what.
Oh, it's not good. All right, well, let's bring in the bearded one and try and buy me some time.
Well, some say that the bearded one is the result of an experiment, a government experiment, when you cross Murph from RFR and Susie Dent from Countdown. And also that his glasses have a heads-up display in, which is wired directly to dictionary.com. All we know is, because while he's frozen, he's known as the bearded one. Good evening, the bearded one.
I was really wondering where that was going then. But I appreciate the intro. Happy New Year, guys. How are we?
All good.
Happy New Year.
I'm good. Ollie's been hit by the Y2K bug.
Which is still a thing 20 years later. Awesome stuff. Hello, everyone in the chat. Happy New Year to everyone there as well. It's Vino Saturdays. And we're in week 17.
Rubicon
Who have we got out there?
Well, as per usual, welcome along Kenny Blair. Fastest finger first. Or firstest finger fast.
First finger fastest?
First finger fastest, yes. That's an entirely different show. Mark Bloodworth's in, Clive Knowles is in, Silver and Black UK in 3 times going, Jed Harris. Jed Harris is in, Clive Knowles is in, 600 by 400, 8-bit Ollie. Nice.
We should do like an 8-bit version of the theme tune, just when one of us is having internet problems. Yeah. The retro gamers would very much enjoy an 8-bit version of our theme tune.
Ooh.
That's a weekend project for you, Tony.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, we'll give that a go. No, Happy New Year to you all. Kenny Blair's on the tour buds tonight.
Good sir. I'm on the Merlot tonight. Vino Saturdays.
So yeah, let us know what you're drinking, how you spent your New Year's. Just generally, just throw comments in the chat.
Moxie's having a good time by the sound of it.
Moxie's still hungover from New Year, so
Moxie's still hungover. All them dog treats.
Yeah, absolutely. Just can't lightweight dog. Alex Medoza.
Some would say she's feeling a little bit rough.
No.
But
look, I don't know. I don't know what that is. That looked kind of like a shaking head of just. I can't really tell.
I'm so glad that. Well, that sounds bad. I'm so glad Ollie's having internet problems because when I was watching the intro, I was like, "Oh no, my internet's done in again." But no, it's not on. It's not on me this time. So we're all
Fair
good.
enough. I think I'm in glorious 720p. I don't know.
Excellent stuff.
Oh, his mic's gone and everything.
And now I can't hear.
No, I was on mute. I was on mute. It's the theme. To be fair, I was impressed that I made it back in time. But, yeah.
It was very impressive. Yes. So, how are the nails? Obviously, after you've had them done, manicure and pedicure, was it not?
They're good. Good. It's more my eye.
They're good. They're good.
We're good. We're good.
Oh yeah. Yeah. They starting 2021 off with a bang.
You know what it is? I haven't put my burning piece of paper over my light.
It needs to be done. It needs to be done.
Yeah,
so, well, I think
clearly helps.
Apart from Tony and Mitch are going to need stronger shoulders.
Oh dear. We'll get you through this.
Yeah. So, what are we gonna? Are we gonna cruise on with you in looking like 1998 GIF animator mode?
Little trivia
Well,
for the
interesting you
chat.
say
I
that,
wasn't born in 1988.
You were sorry?
I said trivia for the chat. I wasn't born in 1988.
You wasn't born in 1998 either, were you?
Yes.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
I was 6.
Oh, look at you, cheeky.
That was
cheeky little chappy.
Prime of the 90s.
Anyway,
not when I was born. That was the most vain thing I've ever said. The best part of the 90s was when I was born.
Should we move beyond talking about birthdays and ages and things like that? And welcome Captain Jack to the show.
Oh, welcome, Jay.
So yeah, I'm not sure if he's been in the show recently or before. Certainly first time commenter. Not seen him comment before.
Yeah,
to be honest, we could probably just sub 8. We could probably sub 8-bit Ollie out for Jay and might get a better connection.
Possibly. Kenny Blair. It's like watching. It's like playing a PS1 game on the PS4.
I find myself doing that. Spend so much money on the latest hardware consoles, new 4K TVs, and then just buying and downloading remastered versions of games from the early 90s and going, this is nostalgic.
This is nostalgic when I was 2 years old.
Yeah. I was just saying to Tony before the show started, I've been replaying Grand Theft Auto 5. What a great game. But part of me sat there going, I want to go and play Grand Theft Auto 3 again. I want to go and play GTA 1, top down, all weapons.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and look at that. Whilst we're padding, the golden comment Dale's in.
Welcome, Dale. Oh, we can see Ollie's happy with that one, despite the
possibly
the lack of pixels.
Possibly, yeah.
Jay says, dude, I didn't even know you guys had a show, or I would have been on more. Apologies. No problem.
We are 26 in, Jay.
26 episodes in, and on our second calendar year. Would you look at that?
Yeah. Oh boy, I tell you, pre-game show. You're in for a treat tonight. Especially if you can find the special cheat code.
I'm just concerned. I'm just concerned. Are we going to be able to keep this one? Are we going to be able to keep this one on register? Like keep this on course, talking about the game ahead, or are we going to? I didn't get a chance to sync up with you guys before the game. Are we going to be able to keep this on course, or is it going to go into a slam into the second half season?
We're 9.5 minutes in and have yet to speak a single line about football. So I think that's your answer.
I feel like people are just kind of like. The chat will be able to tell me, and you guys, what's the consensus for this game? Do people want to win this game, or do people want to lose just to try and get a better draft pick?
Win.
1 second. So we are going to talk about the game. So shall I do the little intro?
Yes.
And then we'll put the question.
Let's
Let's go.
do it.
The intro shouldn't be 8-bit. We should be good.
Wonderful.
Oh, it's a bit better.
Up to I don't know.
Okay. If you talk amongst yourselves for a minute and chat, I'm just going to go away and get a GoFundMe page for Ollie's internet. I'll post the link in the comments.
Oh, you guys, so funny.
It's Donkey Week.
Again.
Mark,
Do we start with that? So Kenny's come in and said kill the donkeys, which I think Tony jumped straight in with that as well. Clive always whipped the donkeys. Yeah, like obviously rivalry purpose. Yeah, definitely. And we can't drop from second in the West, I believe now either. I think we're guaranteed second place. So
we are indeed.
Next year's schedule's not going to change for us. And I think there'll be a lot of results around that.
That's where I'm at. Is like this is the donkeys. Like no L is acceptable against the donkeys, especially when there is garbage fire as they are this year, dumpster fire, whatever. Man, you know me and Fred. You know they are playing like shit. It is inexcusable. Oh, I just realised. Sorry, little plug here, Alex. If you're still in the chat, you're right, mate. Look, I'm representing this evening. In 8-bit, you probably can't see that.
Yeah, no one can make that
out. Booster club. No. Okay, right. No loss in the division would be excusable right now. Plus, also, it's only game 21, so that's all we'll have to talk about in 21 because I'm not talking about anything from 2020 ever again in my life. That year can do one. So yeah, I think we've got nothing but pride on the line right now. And we cannot lose to them. No circumstances.
No. Do you know what? The biggest reason I want to go out, and sorry, I hadn't realised that you'd finished. You're obviously still downloading. Have you? Can't say that.
The fact that you acknowledge it knows that you can.
The biggest reason I want to win this game is for no other reason than to actually show some sort of progress on the stat sheet. Obviously, we've talked about the progress and the strides that we've made as an offense this year. We went 7-9 last year. We win this week. We're 8-8. It is progress, and it's even though one game's one game, but it's still stepping forward. It's still, I'm loath to use the phrase laying the bricks, but it is laying more bricks still. So, for no other reason, obviously, you always want to beat the donkeys anyway.
Yeah, 100%. And I'm looking at the current draft order now, and there's not much wiggle room. We're currently drafting 16th, but everyone drafted ahead of us, the Niners, the Cheatriots, the Vikings, the Chargers, and the Cowgirls, they're all 6-9. So there's no way that we can get a worse record than them anyway. So yeah, we can't exactly climb up the draft by losing. So I think we've quashed that one straight away. Just go out there and put Drew Lock in his place.
The only difference we can do, which is a point. Well, there's one point that's being made. Drew Locks ain't going to be there next year. There's one point that's being made here by Jed in the chat, which is they don't want to win this one.
I'm going to bring that up, by the way. So,
their draft at the moment, their draft stock is quite high, and we could. I don't know if it drops all the way to 15th. That would be freaking horrendous. Wow. So
yeah,
you know what?
I'm looking
if
at
you're
this
playing
now,
a true strategist chess
game. I'm looking at the draft order now. No, it's fine. I think it's a bit slow for us to hear each other with the connection. Obviously, Jacksonville has secured the first pick, and the Jets have got the second. That's that done. And then from picks 3 through to 10, the third place pick are 4-11, as are the fourth. And then the 5th place and 6th place are 4-10-1. And then 7, 8, 9, 10 are all 5-win teams. So there's about 10 teams there that are all either 4 or 5 wins. So yeah, it really is that tight that if a lot of results go their way, they could be anywhere from 15th to 5th place pick.
Then I never want to lose a game, full stop. I never want to throw a game, to my points made on the last show. Never want to see a game throw. But, we've still got the Chiefs are a problem. Herbert, I think, has got a long progression. I think he's going to be a problem for a while. Then putting a third problem case in that. Okay, granted, they've got an absolute issue with GM over there. You know, King Donkey himself. It's, you know, they're not going to draft well, but at 5th, you're going to get pretty good pick, pretty good caliber. It's not going to turn your organization around, but it certainly gives you another problem to deal with in the division. And we've got, like, the AFC West is chocker, man. It's a solid division, solid.
Yeah.
And that's us included. Like, we are solid. It's not like, oh, you know, we fight for 3rd anymore. No, we've proven we don't fight for 3rd anymore. You know, we've proven we're capable of fighting for 1st in the first half of the season.
Yes.
But
find out a way to replicate that. In the
yeah,
second
like
half.
that's this. If you're gonna, yeah, but you know, if you're going to throw a game right now, is a pretty sensible time to throw it.
Yeah, we could.
But I don't
we
want to
could
see
lose
it.
one.
I do not want to see it.
Yeah, I don't want to. It would be interesting because that would give them such a good pick in 5th, 6th place, and to lose to them, which would then give them the 15th pick, and we, you know, it is bizarre, but
Yeah.
I think just for the sake of football, I think we could all sit here and speculate and go, oh, if we did lose this game, then, but then we're all going to be sat there tomorrow night, 9:25 UK time and 1:25 whatever Eastern West time it is.
Right.
And we'll be sat there going, I don't want us to lose this game. We'll be sat there back in our fan seats going, kick it to them.
No, this is it. So, I mean, I think we all, certainly all 3 of us, saw the JJ Watt video that came out. I'm sure a lot of people have seen that JJ Watt video that came out. And he's hit the nail on the head. You know, they're paid to do a job and they have a responsibility to us fans to go and put 100% on the field, not go, no, we'll just lose this one.
And this was my qualm that I don't know if we mentioned on the show with Josh Jacobs the other week, the fact that he trolled all of the fans by saying, Clive Nolan said 8-bit Ollie, but we're only getting 7 bits. Oh dear. That was my problem with Josh Jacobs the other week, is that Josh Jacobs, oh god, we're just the Mitchell and Tony show. The problem with Josh Jacobs the other week is that he tweeted saying that he wasn't playing after like an injury, which a lot of fantasy players, including me, took him out of the lineup. And I get what people say. They go, oh, it's only fantasy. They don't care about fantasy. They're there to play football. And I get that. But they said it on Good Morning. I think it's Good Morning Football. They were like, you owe these fans something. Like, they buy the tickets and buy Game Pass and Sunday Ticket and buy the jerseys. They're putting money in your pocket and by watching this sport and supporting you. So if you to disrespect fans and turn around and go, I'm not playing, and then tweet after the game and go, lol, joke, that's not on. That's disrespectful to your fans. And then they make it worse when that Good Morning Football, I think it was Good Morning Football, when they posted that 2-minute video segment of that, he then retweeted it and said, I don't care.
Yeah. And
I'm like, I get the being a Raider thing, and I get the being a smash mouth, I've got an attitude, I'm going to come out and play football, but this isn't a football issue. This is a personal and PR and fan relation issue. Like, if your fans don't like you, I guarantee his jersey sales will drop after stuff like that.
Yeah,
like,
quite possibly. Yeah,
intentionally or not intentionally. Like, if I guarantee that he lost some people their fantasy championships last week when he got told not to score a touchdown. There's someone in their fantasy championship who had Josh Jacobs and lost their fantasy league by less than 6 points. And, you know, if that's a Raider fan, they're going to go, I'm not going to buy his jersey next year. It's a bit of a joke, and that's indirect stuff. But when you're actively going against the fans, that feels bad, that does. I'm not sure I like that.
Yeah, so, I mean, I kind of, there's 2 sides to that, obviously. There's the initial Good Morning Football side and the I'm not playing, lol joke, and then I don't care. You know, and we discussed the attacks that have been on players and such like, and why players wouldn't hit back like that.
Mm-hmm.
But equally, last week, there was a reason that was done. That was very different. That wasn't to, you know, that wasn't to troll anyone. That was for a specific reason. And if we're going to go down the route of saying, you know, that's not on because you should have gone in for the score. You're basically saying to hell with the game. Fantasy's more important.
No, it was more that I was saying that like stuff like that would affect a player's relationship with the fans. It shouldn't, I agree, but it will. So if that does, then him mouthing off on Twitter is definitely going to make fans not like him, and it's going to drop his jersey sales.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, we've already discussed the last game. We don't need to.
Yeah, no, this is it.
Blow that one up anymore.
So yeah, I mean, let's be honest. In realistic terms, I think we're probably padding for a come back for this.
and Kenny's got it. Kenny said that's the problem with social media, that results in the players taking comments personally and replying to them. I agree. I've said this even outside of football, with politics and with all sorts of media. We have never been more close to celebrity status, not as people, but so close to the celebrities because of social media. Like, there's one guy I follow on Twitter who's blocked by Derek Carr, and he made a point of saying, I've never tagged Derek Carr in anything, which says to him that Derek Carr is searching for his name on Twitter and blocking people who are bad-mouthing him, even if he's not tagged or anything like that. So these players are people too, man. And, you know, I personally would probably not look at it, but I'm probably not. I haven't got 1 million followers, and I've got 100,000 people telling me I'm really bad at my job. I'm sure if I got home from my job and I made a mistake and I had, you know what I mean, people tweeting me from work going, "You suck at your job," and I'd be like, all right, chill. Like,
yeah, this is it. Again, this is something that's got two sides again. You know, you've got the fan side that you are, like you say, so close to your favorite celebrities now that you know you can literally reach out and touch them. But vice versa.
I mean, humble brag, Pat McAfee retweeted me once. I mean, we're basically best friends now.
I'm sorry, there's no humble brag. And two, you need to get on Simon's level. That's what you need. That's what you need. You need to get on Simon's level.
Yeah.
Yes, we do. Yeah.
Yeah. Kenny bless us. I remember Donald Penn and the fan trying to get to him to punch him for a payout. Yeah. If there's one person I don't want to punch me, it's Donald Penn. That man is big.
Yes, he is. Yeah,
that man is big.
All right. Well, welcome back, the UK commish in glorious 720p.
You look stunning. Look at this.
Imagine how much better I do if we're all in 1080. Oh, you've tethered it.
What did I miss? I missed much. Did you guys actually talk about the game at all?
No.
Or we still stuck on the throne?
Yeah, interacting with the comments. You see,
it was talking about the players interacting with the fans and all that sort of stuff. And I don't know where it came from, but it was a good conversation. So
it was.
Game time.
No more Max Headroom, Ollie. Look at that. It's beautiful. We can now look at. Let's show us your t-shirt again.
Oh yes,
that's better.
Beautiful.
There we go.
That looks like a calling card from like a Red Dead Redemption game, and I'm all about that.
Whilst we're on the subject of t-shirts, be careful how you wash your salute to service stuff.
Was that from a suspicious website, maybe under the name of BHK by any chance?
No, that was 100% genuine, bought on my trip to the States.
That would be getting a very stern email. To
be fair, I've had a few Nike t-shirts, a few Nike Raiders t-shirts go that way.
Yeah. Deary me.
So, let's talk about it. Let's rip the Band-Aid off. This
is why we didn't go any further into the conversation, because we're all waiting for you to come back and
we're waiting for that line.
Rip the Band-Aid off.
It's like our hypnotic line that until that's said, then we just can't function.
Yep.
It just feels like this game is going to be more about the draft strategy. That's the feeling I've got here. Is Chucky quite? I wouldn't say openly said he threw 2 seasons, but when you come out and you say, "Yeah, we're taking Vegas, the first year in Vegas, seriously," you're kind of saying, "I didn't take the last 2 seriously. I was focused on other shit."
Chucky's been bad at press conferences this last week.
Yeah.
Really bad.
If that's going to really be.
little bit too much mulled wine and it's allowing the tongue to slip.
I think you should have taken it a little bit more seriously than 2-6, personally, if that's how you're taking it seriously the first year in Vegas. But
yeah, yes, Jed's just brought a good point up in the comments about the record.
Yes.
That's another good point about tomorrow's game. If we don't win, then we have a losing record.
Yes, and that's where I have a problem.
Yeah.
Is, you know, we discussed on the last show about the whole let's say fire Chucky chorus that was going on social media and various other outlets. And I believe I stood very firmly on the abso-fucking-lutely not. The journey is not, the build is not done. But year 3, and all you put in is 7 and 9.
Granted. Now, there was something that came out. I think it might have been Mitch sent it actually, which is a great long list of head coaches and their turnarounds. And their first 3 seasons. I would like to see that list again if you could send that to me, because I'd be really interested to know with that turnaround, how many of those teams went on to have longevity in success, i.e., hitting the playoffs year after year after year after year. Because if it's a case that you get to the playoffs after year 3, maybe you get year 4, and then year 5 you're give me 10 years of being in the playoffs year in year out, being a contender.
And I'll give you that capacity. But also the other thing is like, if you have to tank for 3 years of picks, and trade away for so much more to load the top end of those picks, if you have to do that, I'm sorry, but you're no better than the mug playing Madden as a GM. And me taking a shot at Chucky, that's me taking a shot at Mr. Mayock. If you've got a tank to get good picks, no. You know, you go and look at the Patriots and stuff like that, and they have got shit pick after shit pick after shit pick, and yet they still manage to find diamonds out there. And that's the sign of a good scouting organization and a good GM.
That's how you do it. That's how you build longevity. Anyone can go out and load a roster in a reload and go fashion.
I.e., Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Yeah,
absolutely. And I don't want 2 or 3 years of, well, maybe we could do it this year. You know, we'll get to the playoffs and we'll be contenders this year. To have 10, 15 years, you know, at the arse end of the league. Like I said, you know, bring me football players rather than superstars.
Yeah. And
let's actually get this thing going and be elite for a long time to come.
Back on your point, Tony, I think where I saw that, I got in, not an altercation. I got into a little thing with Josh Dubo on Twitter, who you might recognise as one of the guys in the Raiders Daily Press Conference who's asking the questions. He's a good reporter on Twitter. Highly recommend him, but I think he got a bit pissed at my reply. Probably shouldn't have put the frog and the coffee cup emoji to make it look like I was being a bit of a clown. So, it is what it is. But he put out a list of saying, here is a list of every head coach and team combination who made the playoffs within the first 3 seasons of the coach taking over for that team. And the list was huge. It was like probably 80 teams. It was massive.
Yeah.
And my reply simply was, okay, that's fine. This is a relevant stat. But how many of them teams hadn't made the playoffs in 15 years? Do you know what I mean? Because I guarantee half of them had made the playoffs probably once or twice recently, or they'd made it once in the last 5 or even 10 years. And it wasn't really much of a jump to try and get them into the playoffs. And I was like, if you look back at us, like we went there in 2016, granted. But before that, it was like you said, early 2000s. So find me a team. But then everyone threw it back to me, we got there in 2016. It shouldn't have took that long to build. No, I agree. But I also don't think we should have fired JDR and shouldn't have fired Ken Norton Jr. either. But, you know.
I don't know. I think maybe we Ken Norton Jr. No question should have been out of town. Shit show.
Not Ken Norton Jr., sorry. What's his name?
Jack Del Rio.
No, Jack Del Rio fired himself, didn't they?
You're not talking about Todd Downings.
Todd Downing, yeah.
Who was a great QB coach, not a great OC.
But the thing is, we sacked him, and it was our defense that was shit. I was like, because every game in the 2016 season, we won by outscoring.
We've done that for a while. We've fired the wrong OC. Like you go, fire the DC, fire the DC. Oh, we'll fire the OC. What?
Yeah,
and then you go, fire the OC, fire the OC. Oh, we'll fire the DC. What?
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it?
there was another point I made. Apparently, I'm a fucking Twitter king now. Another point I made on Twitter the other day, which I can't fully remember, which I'm going to try and find now. Is the 2016 season is also a great one to look back on. Not for anything else, but just to prove that even that year wasn't great. That year, we didn't beat any teams with more than 9 wins. I think we beat 2 teams with 9 wins, and every time we came up against someone with more than 9, we lost. And like we lost to KC twice. We lost to the Falcons, who had an 11-5 season, I think. I'll find the info, but yeah, everyone throwing back to the 2016 season, saying success wasn't too far away. We should have been building better. It actually wasn't. Yeah.
In my eyes.
Sorry.
No, you go. You go.
But look at the Steelers this year. You know, schedule can play a massive part into success like that. And you know, yeah.
To me, the JDR, look, I'd quite like JDR to let bygones be bygones and put his hat in a circle. That's the one. But yeah, go on. Yeah, that'll be put it in for DC, and come back. I think that he was out of his depth at head coach. I think that we in 2016 had hit the highest ceiling we were going to hit with him as a head coach. But that's not to say I disliked him as a coach. And this sound real wrong. The kahunas that guy had, he's the kind of guy that's going to call the right defensive play that's going to pay off at the right time. And I would like to see us say, you know what, JDR, we fucked up. We chased you out of town. We shouldn't have done. Can you forgive us? He is a really good candidate to come back as a DC. Like, I don't dig this fucking Wade and a couple of others. I'm like, nah. I think JDR would be a sound fit as a DC.
Do you know what? There's 3 names that keep on going over and over as far as that. JDR, Wade Phillips, because the guy's put a massive bit of work out there as a DC.
He looks like the toy shop owner from Toy Story 3. I don't know why. I saw a picture of him, like, where do I recognise him from? I thought, oh yeah, he's the guy that owned the toy shop in Toy Story.
Okay. And the other ones, keep him Rod, because I said like the first week that Rod was in, Rod will use his players and the defense to the best of their fits. And obviously, Mitch said it last week. We saw Littleton making strides. He's being used the way he should be used now. So I think maybe
I think you're right. I think Rod is a good shout from a. Well, I tell you what, if you don't bring someone like JDR in, you keep Rod in the DC role, and we go back after Buckner to run the line.
I thoroughly want Marinelli to stay for a year after seeing last week and how far he's come after literally a week, because that other game he played, he only had 1 practice day, didn't he? It was 3 days. I think it was the 1 day off. It was a short week, 1 practice day and then a travel day. I can't remember. But yeah, I want to see him have a season. We're not in a win now mode. We're definitely not in a win now mode. We're building, and our defense is young.
Whoa. We fucking are. We fucking are. It's year 4. We're in a win now. Absolutely. No way. Don't go there. Like, I'll give him 3 years. 4 years. Fuck off. Win.
You've got the wrong end of the stick. I'm on about win now, as in like we're not in our Super Bowl window.
Yeah, I'm not. I think we're in a playoffs now mode.
Yeah, we're in a mode to get to the playoffs and challenge it, but we're not in a
way. No way. I did not catch the wrong end of the stick. We are a win now mode from now on out.
I think I don't know. Like I'm saying we're not near a Super Bowl.
Yes, we fucking are. We're 1 week away from the off season, and then it is win now. 2021 is a win now season. Must be.
Oh yeah, I don't dispute that, but I just.
So what are you winning? The off season.
No, I'm not saying we're not winning. I'm saying is that we're not like in the window, like the Jags were. Like the Jags were like, getting to the AFC game and they unloaded, trying to like make that final push to get to that Super Bowl and win it, and they.
Oh, you mean throw the kitchen sink at it? Absolutely.
Yeah, like being so close that you can just sacrifice it, sign some vets on 1 year crazy deals, thinking this is our year now. 1 year. Yeah. That's what I mean. Okay. So that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not like we're so close. We need to be really fine tuning everything. We've got like Gruden's got a long contract. We've got a young defense. Rod's done well in his 2 games. I'll happily see him have a year next year for us.
I'm just going to bring a comment up here. Clive says it. There you go. Bold prediction, Ollie. 2021 Super Bowl win. No.
You thought I was half calling 50 burgers every week. Jesus.
No. Incorrect. Sorry, Clive. It's not a prediction. It's an instruction. You need to sort this shit out. You've had enough of fucking losing. You've gone and fucking done it again. I'm telling you. Right. Oh. Trent, I've called you out.
The place.
Yeah, this is pissed me off now. Trent, I've called you out. Donovan Abrams, I think I've called you out. Arnett, you're a prick and all. I've called you out. Chucky, calling you out. Sort your shit out. Mayock, sort your shit out. Coming for you.
Yes, please.
Do you know what I like that?
We love the fire.
I like that because just as you called Chucky out, it looked like you was calling him out back in 1998 as well. It was great. Proper retro call out.
So I found a tweet I sent to Josh on the back of that thingy. So in 2016, they're calling it like, it was a success year, which it kind of was. We only beat 4 teams with a winning record, and they were all 9-7. The other 5 teams we played that had a winning record, we lost to. We lost to the Falcons, who were 11-5, Chiefs twice, who were 12-4, and the Broncos, who were 9-7. Like, we didn't beat many good teams. We had a really, really bad bye. We had a really, really bad year. Really, we were gifted it, and not only that, but the wins we did get were all comebacks. If I remember, I was drunk for a lot of it.
Fair enough. Is Ollie frozen? No, he's not.
No, I haven't. I'm just calming. I'm just settling.
Okay, fair enough.
Like a kettle with the steam coming out of his ears.
Okay. Do you know what? He's that pissed that he's even missed.
Yeah,
he's even missed what you said. I mean, yeah.
I can delay it though. Not even upset that the banners were all over the place. You know what? I haven't even prepared like the 2 screen for just you and me, Tony. Just you and Mitch. So I'll be Tony. I'll tell you what, I'll be Mitch like this. I need some beard.
Some beard. Well, like David Jones, Pirates of the Caribbean.
I haven't got a cap with stickers on, but I've got a Santa hat. There we go.
Fair enough. Oh, don't start with a bloody cat with stickers on. Right. Anyway, Are we going to discuss the game at all at any point tonight, or are we just going to? Is this us? Right, okay, because I did notice that the team stats is a bit wrong.
I did queue up the team stats, so let's rip that band-aid off and talk about it.
It's a bit wrong.
What?
It's a bit wrong.
Have I got it wrong?
Yeah.
I won't put it on the screen then.
We should do another overlay where it's Tony or me marking on his stat sheet with the classic red pen.
Let's go for it then. Let's go for it. Let's give me a score. Right, C-. Thanks for trying.
That gif of Bart with the cake. At least you tried.
Okay, so go through this. I think you'll find that we've got 26.8 points scored, and the Donks have got 19.5 points scored.
Oh, I knew I'd screwed that bit up as well. It's because I changed the columns halfway through.
I wouldn't be surprised if the points allowed was the wrong way around either.
I believe I did work out that the points allowed are also the wrong way around.
Yeah, it seems that way.
I think everything else is pretty much where it should be. I think. But yeah.
Yeah, well, the dots are in the right place.
The dots are in the right place. So I'll
Dots
tell
are
you
in the
what,
right place.
we'll give you a B+ on that one.
Thanks. There's willing. Thanks for trying. Maybe
You're
can I
welcome.
squeeze a B+?
I would do it, but apparently I don't have an arm anymore, so I can't correct it. Because of the stupid virtual cam stuff. Look, it's just, my arm just disappeared. There we go.
I have no idea what you're saying because my internet has gone crap.
Oh.
And
there we go. So yeah, I mean, on paper we match up quite well. Which
on
is...
paper, this looks like one of the worst games to ever be broadcast in a football.
This is like
I say worst or best. It could be 45-42. Like
I could get my
it couldn't because donks aren't scoring 45 points.
52-50. I could get a double 50 burger on the last week of the season.
You could get a hundo bomb. That's what you could get.
I could have a whopper on the last weekend of the season.
Absolute food challenge, secret menu stuff.
Oh, here we go. Come on. We've all seen, what is it?
I also learned, talking of secret menu stuff, apparently tomorrow is the last day that KFC are doing their gravy burger. So I guess what I'm eating while I watch the game.
Don't know what you're having.
Man, that KFC gravy burger.
Really?
Yeah, man. I'm not the person as well who's like KFC gravy. Like, no, don't dunk your chips in gravy, you weirdo.
Yeah.
But this
mint
burger,
sauce is much better.
I love mint sauce, but not chips.
On chips.
No,
mint sauce on chips is the way.
I'm European, man. 100% mayonnaise.
Do you know what? Right. Okay. So Dale said go for 50 again this week. As we've got Dale as a commenter in there, and we're talking food. Dale, mint sauce on chips, yes or no?
That's it. The thing is, you're asking an American about mint sauce. That is so alien.
Both my arms now. I'm not Michael J. Fox off of Back to the Future.
Start calling you Bob. Curry sauce on chips. Yeah, Kenny, that's a shot. But that only works with chip shop chips, though. I think it wouldn't work with like your fries from like your McDonald's or your thingy.
Yeah.
No, and also in that this is not a sponsored video by KFC. On that KFC gravy burger meal, they've also got gravy nays, which, as you can imagine, is gravy flavored mayonnaise. Surprisingly amazing as well.
Have you or anyone in chat tried Heinz Baconaise?
I knew you were going to say that. I got bought a tub of it for Christmas by an ex about 5 years ago, and I think I angrily never ate it because
what?
I don't know.
Hang on, well, hang on. This is a revelation. Baconaise has been out for 5 years.
I got bought it. No, probably longer. I was 2012. I was actually with that girlfriend, so 8 years ago. 9. Jesus, times are moving.
What would I do in my life that I've only just found Heinz Baconaise?
It was probably I don't think it was Heinz. I don't think it was probably a bad example of it. It was probably just someone opened a jar of mayonnaise and dropped some bacon in it and went, oh, well, that's worth a $5.
To be fair, I might be talking about Hellman's for all I know. I don't know.
What is going on?
I don't know. You tell me.
For like 1 minute, I come back, you're talking about Hellman's baked beans with bacon.
To be honest, it's a nice change from talking about crap football.
What are you? No, aren't you filling in? This was a genuine question. What are you talking about?
We're talking about Hellman's or Heinz Baconaise.
We were talking about food in general. I said that the KFC gravy burger, it's its last day tomorrow apparently, so I'm going to get one for the game because they're really, really good.
Mitch, you are the fattest skinny guy I've ever met.
Yeah, I've been told that before.
Yeah.
Ollie's entered multiple cheat codes, Mark. Ollie's literally entered every single cheat code going, and this is what he's come into.
This is just...
Dale said no mint sauce on chips, gravy or poutine. Ooh. See, that's the only exception for gravy on chips is poutine, which is essentially gravy on chips with cheese. But I forgot.
Well, you've got Dale, the golden commentator, aka the super chef.
Yeah.
Ask him about like what's the number one.
Well,
to be honest, like, I had KFC this evening and it came in a gravy, like my baked beans, because I'm a human that doesn't eat gravy on my burger. My baked beans came in a gravy pot, and I was like, what's this? What's this? I'm not going to pour these out anywhere. I'm in the car.
Look at that. Jed's got it. Look. Balsamic. and some rock salt. Look at that.
See, try and explain to Americans that we have balsamic vinegar on chips, and they look at you like you've just fell out the sky. Honestly, but I can confirm to all American friends it does work.
It does not work. Balsamic vinegar on chips,
Vinegar.
no. Malt.
Vinegar.
Malt.
Oh wait, sorry, yeah, malt vinegar. Oh,
Malt. There's the thing on
I got
one
carried
of
away
my
then.
one of my recent trips over there. I said, can I have some vinegar for my chips? And the waitress looked at me like I was fucking crazy, and she went, "What do you want that for?" And I ordered like burger and chips. And I was like, "I'd like some vinegar, please." And she came back with balsamic, and I kind of looked at her like, "Well, you're not wrong, but yes, this is wrong."
This looked like bruschetta.
You should have pulled a Steve-O and just poured it in your eyes.
Solution to any erroneous liquid.
Right.
Thank you, Jay. We do occasionally,
I was
Jay.
gonna say,
Sometimes.
love the show.
Jay has chosen the wrong show to debut as a watcher on because
He's turned up like, I'm legit going to join this and see if they're going to talk some football. Nope. We've already done our draft talk 3 weeks ago.
We did stats. We did match-up stats.
But maybe this is our calling. Maybe everyone watches this show and goes, "Oh my god, these guys who do Raiders podcasting are the only Raiders podcast in the history of the nation to actually make us laugh because the football's that bad. They just talk about food."
No, we love all Raiders podcasts.
No. I was going to say, but this is the only one that can beat Sky News to the post. With Tony's totally irrelevant news. If you did not see this, Tony's totally irrelevant news from, was it pre-Christmas or post-Christmas show?
It was the post-Christmas show.
Post-Christmas show, Tony came on Tony's totally irrelevant news with the article of the gentleman that was flamethrowing his driveway clear. And it took about 4 days for Sky News to break that. You saw it here first. Tony had it fresh off the press.
I will no longer. No, do you know what? No, I will still take irrelevant news. I was going to say I'll no longer have it called irrelevant news, but
no, it's irrelevant.
It's not irrelevant. It was Randy Quaid. Anyway, go on.
Should we just do a little bit on the game?
Jay did say that in his comments that he wants to pick his brains and talents on some things, but I'm waiting on bated breath unless I've misread that comment. I was waiting for questions for the panel. We haven't had a question for the panel for a while.
Okay. Okay. Well,
crack into it. Any questions? Food related, gravy related, or shockingly football related? Drop in the comments.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely. We're here for all your footballing needs, plus food, plus completely irrelevant news. Which, by the way, Jay, I hope you stay around for TTIN tonight. You won't. You won't be sorry.
Cooked up a good one.
Oh, we're starting 2021 with a bang.
Sweet. Anyway, so
I had a challenge in this first graphic.
I did. Yeah, Tony, where's my typo in this graphic? Have I got errors in this one?
I was just admiring how you overcame the first line.
What?
Because obviously we played each other, so it's like it was just a challenge in putting that. I know he had the challenge the other week when we'd played someone twice, and he was like, "Oh, how do I put 2 scores in one line?"
So yeah, I just whatever. Did it that way.
Yeah, we're good. We're good. I think. I can't tell you about the donkey side because it's the donkeys.
So yeah, they're 1 and 4 in the division. We're 3 and 2. That's the takeaway here.
Mm-hmm.
And frankly, I'd argue we're 4 and 1 in the division.
Yeah.
I feel like any results after like week 14 are just sort of like not pointless, but like
their draft pick.
We'd fully knew we'd blown it at that point, and I feel like that if we were in the playoff spot fighting to keep it, then that second chokers game we played is not played the same as what it was. I feel like heads had already dropped at that point, but that's ifs, buts, and maybes, which are kept for other days.
Excuse me, everyone. Occupational hazard of owning a dog.
Dog hair in the mouth.
Yeah.
Wicked for stopping by, Jay. Thank you for joining us. Enjoy your steak.
Indeed, enjoy your steak. Save me some. I love steak. Actually, best steak I've ever had was in Florida.
Where was it?
Longhorns.
I was about to say, my buddy went to Longhorns and said it was amazing. I went to Outback and didn't realize how much food you could possibly order for such small amount of money.
Do you know what? We went to Longhorns one night. I had their calamari as a starter and their ribeye steak as a main, and it was superb.
I love a surf and turf. I'm a fan of a lobster tail on the side of it and stuff, or lobster mac and cheese.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was Outback, man. It was 3 sides, 1 sharer, steak, starters, fries, 4 cocktails, man. $90 with tip. I'm like, how am I spending so little money on this amazing food? Ollie's going to take a hiatus to go.
You're right.
Or we're just going to go and join another podcast to actually talk about football.
Do you drink? Do you put Coke with your whiskey as well,
Who?
Mitch?
No.
You don't know that.
You sure?
What are you talking about now?
Fucking surf and turf. What the fuck are you on about? What's wrong with just turf? Just turf on its own, turf. Like,
Oh, yeah.
quadrupeded dead. Maybe caught him on a warm day.
This sounds like a man who's not enjoyed a beautiful calamari or lobster tail. I tell you what, that accompaniment.
That's fine. That's when I'm eating seafood. But if we're going out for steak, we're going out for steak. Steak and a nice bottle of red. Just steak. Maybe some green beans on the side. Maybe.
Green beans, and I'm the weirdo.
Do you know what? You can't beat a calamari starter. Oof.
Well, just start.
nice.
But
A
on
nice
the same
calamari start.
plate,
But
sacrilege, mate.
if you're ordering a steak, you get choice of side. It's either going to be some things, and I'll just choose to have.
I'll have the steak with the steak on the side, please. Or you can follow that with the steak with the steak sun on the side. It's fine. I'm not having it with the fish. Yeah.
Lobster. Is a lobster a fish? I don't think lobster's a fish.
Can I just
it's the surf part. It's the surf part.
Can I just
I feel like the only thing Ollie eats that comes out the water is a boiled egg. For the sound of things.
There we go, Kenny Blair. Here we go. Steak, onion rings, and ice cold beer. Bosh. He's got it. No fucking around. You're going out for the turf. Eat the turf. Don't eat the surf. Surf on another night. Surf's great, but not on another night. Not surf and turf. Fucking wrong. Then.
No, I'm gonna disgust both of you and every single person in the chat. My favourite ever sandwich is egg and prawn mayonnaise.
Not against it.
Oh, it's incredible. It will change your life. It's incredible. It
Not
really
against
is. It really is.
Bit of crest, bit of black pepper.
No, I'll tell you a life changer. White piece of bread, sliced Granny Smith apple, a little bit of demerara sugar, and you butter this bread as well. A little bit of demerara on it. White piece of bread. Okay. Butter it again. 2 bananas, mush them up. Brown piece of bread. Good.
That sounds like a dessert for a student.
No, can't be doing that. If you had to do that, I'm not too against the ingredients, but you'd have to go white piece of bread, brown piece of bread, white piece of bread. You can't have white, brown.
I agree with this, but I have tested this a fair amount of times, and the brown on the top works better because the reason is the white in between goes mushy, and it's really good.
Dale is putting up a menu in the comments.
Is what he's doing?
Baked potatoes, sauteed mushrooms and onions, 2 bottles of vino, Old Vine Zinfandel preferably. Dale, we are having food at the next SB. Can't talk. The next SB UK meetup needs to be food setting.
Then we got Crazy Loco J is here. Cold beer, T-bone, no seafood needed. Damn right. Unless you're trying to impress the lady. Kenny Bear? Blair is in with post-drunk morning curry on toast. He went for more beer. Less than the beer. Look, I'm hitting tomahawk every time. Tomahawk, if that's on the menu, boom, it's on my plate.
I can't get over curry on toast. Like worst case, I'd probably get a naan bread.
Would you have a side of gravy with that?
No.
What the hell are we doing? Genuinely, what are we doing?
Food show?
This is what happens when we've already look. I said it when we were weeks ago. I was like, "Oh, isn't this typical Raiders of us?" Halfway out of our system. Now we're here. We're like, season's to shit. It doesn't change our draft pick. We're only playing like one of our biggest rivals that we've hated for like bajillion years. Fuck it. We'll talk menus.
This is the nation we are, though. We can sit here, we can talk about anything, and we can have fun doing it. Isn't that right, boys?
Indeed. Indeed.
Indeed.
Indeed. Have we got any game stuff to discuss, or
Before-
are we just got to put food and drink?
So I was gonna say before we this is kind of football related, so don't at me. Talking of nice meats. Ollie
Did you
can
just
confirm-
say "don't at me"?
Yes.
Oh,
being called
I
out
know
on
you
Twitter
drink
for
your
running
whiskey with Coke,
Definitely don't. Honey Jack. Rocks.
crushed ice, and everything as well in there.
The only thing I'm putting in whiskey is I'm making an old fashioned, and that's about it.
Not quite yet, Kenny. Not quite yet.
The meats that you will need to try if you get a chance to go to the Blitnikoff dinner. Ollie introduced me to a wonderful sausage, and Ollie knows.
Oh,
Lucky you.
Ollie knows.
ah!
If anyone's been to the
yeah.
Blitnikoff dinner, there's a
A
sausage.
good like
man, I don't-
it's like a good foot long of sausage you get given.
foot long.
It's a full foot, mate. Full 12 inches.
But no, the sausage man in the concierge way.
Sausage man who is there waving his wares for any passerby. His sausage is the finest tingle tantalization on your tongue.
Like a spicy chorizo kind of thing. Oh, beautiful.
It's not Italian, it's Spanish.
They're close.
So Sweden and Iceland, but I still went through the ringer. Anyway.
What are we pairing that with? Oh, is that to Jed's cup? Sorry, we're getting
Oh, we're going back down to food again. At this
Hell's,
rate, I'm just gonna-
Hell's Bell's Kitchen.
I'm going to bin off TTIN at this point. Yeah.
Right, so then, should we just quickly let's talk? Let's make an agreement. Let's talk football for 5 minutes, and we'll come back to the Codswallop bollocks.
Okay.
How's that
So,
sound?
Put your food
Yeah.
predictions in the comments when we get around to
Food predictions.
what we will
Hey.
have for our game day snacks tomorrow.
Last 5 games, we've fallen to shit. They're
Yeah.
not looking too hot either.
No.
That's about it.
Cool. Anyway,
And we had the head-to-head. Do you want to rip the Band-Aid off? Talk some predictions.
Yeah.
I can't help myself, mate. Can't help myself. Gotta say.
Hot takes and predictions. Let's go.
Hot takes and predictions. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Right. We'll talk some football here. Maybe you guys might appreciate it, or maybe you guys want us to just go straight back to football. Whilst I get some inspiration and borrow them from elsewhere, I'll just do some Googling in the background. Tony, Mitch, which one of you wants to go be the... I can't even talk today. I can put that up. Game predictions. Tony, you're up.
I'm up. Ooh, okay. Do you want hot takes and predictions or just predictions?
No, hot take. If you think there's a fucking hot take, you can give it. Okay, predictions is then, mate.
Hot takes. God knows. No idea. JJ gets back to 100 yards on the ground. There you go. This is
Not
what you tell
hot
me he's
enough.
out.
that was
Not
on the
enough.
win, wasn't it?
Not hot
150.
enough.
Have you seen
150.
have you seen the bill of work he's put out the last few weeks? That is a hot take.
I think it's getting 150 rushing yards in general was a hot take, let alone from one person.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. All right, the Raiders on the ground will have 200 yards. There's my hot take.
No, you're crazy. Go on, then, mate. Go on, then.
You want a score prediction, do we? Ooh.
Yeah, I do.
Denver 16.
No, it's not actually real.
I'm not hungry enough for a burger this week.
Does anyone?
I'm not even hungry enough for a Happy Meal this week. I reckon Raiders 30, Denver 16.
That is.
Hey, listen, I don't have a disco in here. I don't have a disco. Well, let's all start dancing.
That was the wrong video.
That was the end of the wrong
That's
video.
the wrong one. Well, I'm just going to pick them just so that we can play that, to be honest, guys. So, okay, cool. So you've got a Raider win, 30-16. Note it down, and on to the next. Mitch, you got any hot takes for us?
There could be a couple of avenues to go down here. I'm not gonna speculate too much, but I'm gonna go on a limb, and I'm gonna go off of what a lot of people are requesting more so than what I think is gonna happen. I think Marcus Mariota scores more points than Derek Carr this game. I drop.
Yeah, I just got it.
Huh?
The floor's yours.
That is how little interest anyone has of this game.
I'll be honest. I'll be honest, mate. Like, I think they're going to give DC the full chance to put his full CV out there.
I think they'll do that, but I think that we'll secretly be trying to tank the game just to piss them off. And then I think they'll go, oh, let's make it convincing. Let's pull DC. I think a lot of people have been shouting to get Mariota. I'll say Dale said why Carr should be healthy. I think he is. I don't know. I just feel like he gets pulled. I don't know. I feel like it's one of those games where it's like, who wants to be there really? And I don't know. It was a random hot take, but I don't know. Part of me just thinks that Mariota's going to make an appearance at some point, and I think that he does what he did the other week, and he balls out a little bit. But random one. Score time. Celebrity squares again. Non-celebrity squares. Score prediction. I am going to go that Denver will score 24 points and your Las Vegas Raiders will score 33 points. That is a Las Vegas Raiders W.
Hey, listen, I don't have a disco in here. I don't have a disco. Well, let's all start dancing.
That was very, very well. No, that is just as I said that. Dale's comment comes in with the exact same score. Oh no, he doesn't. He's one more than me.
I was going to say, I'm going to check the comments here, right? Because I need to make sure that mine's not in there. Because I did actually think about this.
Have you written it down?
Nah.
Okay.
I think I've had enough. Actually, probably the right thing that I do get my like stone and chisel out with my Dark Ages internet. So, no, I don't
find all of Ollie's prediction scores on the wall of his house.
I'm going 28-20.
2.
Hey, listen, I don't have a disco in here. I don't have a disco. Well, let's all start dancing.
I'm not fucking picking against my Raiders. No way.
I had to keep changing my notepad then. Look, is he going for the Donkeys? Is he going for the Raiders?
28-20 because but I don't have like a hot take. I've got like a trend, a game feel, like this feel, you know, sometimes you feel like the refs are trying to fuck you.
Always.
But in this case, I'm going to get this feeling that Denver are trying to lose. But they're trying to put something out there to say, fuck you, Raiders. But then they're going to do something stupid. Like, really stupid.
Yeah.
So maybe that's my hot take, is Denver do something extra specially donkey-ish.
I'd love to see the measuring stick on this, but I'll write it down regardless.
Extra specially donkey-ish. We'll take it to the polls. We'll go to the polls.
Especially donkey-ist, okay?
You're really tempting me into a 50 burger now, you know. Because I can get on board with that. No, I can get on board with that.
I just think that they're going to do something like roll out that Kendall kiddie as quarterback or some shit like that. I just think they're going to do something.
Their brand new Hall of Fame quarterback.
Yeah, their Hall of Fame quarterback that they've got. Yeah, I just think they're going to do something fucking. I don't know. Von Miller's going to suit up as starting left guard or so. I don't know. I just think they're going to do something, or throughout the game, just do something really ridiculously, stupidly unnecessary, and just donkeyish, make an arse of themselves.
Ah.
Yeah, moving on. Can we talk food now?
Yes.
You can talk food.
Yeah. Can someone just pick the donkeys? So I can play it. I think it's brilliant. I'm going to play it as though someone picked the donkeys. Yeah, go.
It's like being at Blackpool.
It's so good, man. It's so good. Did we ever play the Chargers one? I don't even remember what. Did we ever play the Chargers one? When I don't even know what that one was.
Direction. Sure. Playing on YouTube Music.
Google's playing One Direction now.
Is that an Alexa?
No.
It's not an Alexa.
We could have had some fun then. As he quickly unplugs it.
No, genuinely, is that an Alexa?
Absolutely not. You know me too well
Fair enough.
to make that accusation.
I was just going to say that could be potentially relevant or irrelevant.
Ooh.
But that's a different story for a different time because I have to turn my camera off for a second quickly.
Whilst he has some clothing malfunction here, do you mind if I just play the Chargers win and the Dolphins wins videos? Because I don't think they got any airtime, so I'd quite like to listen.
I don't think any opposition win are going to get airtime on this show, but we can.
I'll just give them a run through. Yeah.
Yeah.
My life is running out of lifespan. So casual, like a house mouse.
I love it, like a house mouse. I love it.
And just that in itself takes me away from being in a mood with Gruden in any way, shape, or form. Because I want that in my life all the time.
It is the enunciation on it. Right, and then the other one was the Dolphins win.
Call my brother, see how they do it in arena football.
Oh, Tony, you outdid yourself on those. They're cracking. I love them. Hats off to you, sir.
I've got to come up with another 17 for next year. Minimum 17 next year.
Oh, yeah, of course.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do.
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't.
Why 9?
Hang on.
Don't think you're getting away with using the same one when we played division rivals twice.
Yeah, he does.
We love your hard work, Tony.
Anyway, apologies. I had to put my hoodie on because
We need some alternate Raider win ones, though.
We do.
Yes, I did think about that. Yeah. So, and there are many sound bites out there that we can use, including Mitch's favourite.
Oh, yeah.
Specifically.
Right.
Which I'm going to have to look through Messenger because I can't remember what it is, but I've got it. I just can't remember what it is. Right, what anyway, Elder?
Are you okay?
Am I okay? I'm good.
Yeah. Okay, good.
We're good.
You okay?
Yeah.
You want
Yeah, you're doing that on purpose. So
yeah. Anyways, there are many other Raider shows for people to watch. We had Captain Jack in just now. I don't think many other booster clubs or fan clubs of the Raiders run any kind of podcasts on a frequent, like they are a fan club first before they do a podcast. I don't think I know of any. Maybe they have affiliates or members that do them, but there are a few Raider podcasters, vloggers, bloggers, and such that have their different MOs and such to shows. There are, very well formatted NFL shows, generic shows. There are very well formatted sports shows and whole dedicated channels that have a fantastic format and some brilliant segments in them. But not one of those segments in any of those Raider, NFL, sports, in fact, okay, any TV, any media, none of them have the finest podcasting segment in podcasting or vlogcasting or whatever this is. They don't have Tony's Totally Irrelevant News.
Oh, you're making me blush, Ollie. Oh, what an intro that was. What an intro. Anyway, well, welcome along, ladies and gentlemen, to the first TTIN of 2021. I'm going to have to be really careful tonight with my assets because they're all over the place, so I don't want to give away too much. But you won't regret being here for the first one. Anyway, so first up tonight, football related, and the Wisconsin Badgers, bless them. I don't know if we've all seen this. The Wisconsin Badgers who beat the Wake Forest Demon Deacons 42-28 in the the Duke's Mayo Bowl. And minutes later, while celebrating in the locker room, QB Graham Mertz made a crucial fumble and accidentally dropped the trophy, creating this on the floor, the glass trophy.
Oh no!
The glass trophy was dropped on the floor, smashed it into several pieces.
That's something Derek Carr would do if we ever won the Super Bowl.
Yes, but thankfully the Lombardi isn't made out of glass that I know of. It could just be
the best glass work to look like steel ever.
Yeah, absolutely. It could just be chromed, like Christmas baubles, chromed glass.
Made of plastic.
So yeah, but it's all okay because to make amends for it, he actually got a Duke's Mayo bottle and attached it to the base to recreate a trophy. Badgers head coach, and I apologise if this isn't how you pronounce this, but Paul Christ announced that at least.
Wait, how would you have got that wrong?
Because it's Chryst. So it could be Christ, it could be Christ. It lends itself to being Christ. Anyway, he came out and announced that everyone got a piece of the trophy, which was kind of cool. I like that.
Sharing is caring.
Indeed. Do we have anyone moving on from football? Do we have anyone from New York in the chat? I don't know if we do. I don't think we do.
I think 730J was from around that way, was he not?
730's.
Okay. Well, if you go down to Queens today, you might be in for a big surprise because
the Teddy Bear's Picnic.
No, since Thanksgiving, there has been in a district called Rego Park. There has been reports of at least 20 unprovoked squirrel attacks. Yes, unprovoked squirrel attacks on humans.
That suggests that there are some that are provoked that aren't included in this count.
To be fair, I think it does. You're right. It genuinely does. There might be.
What are you doing this week? I'll go down the park to provoke some squirrels.
Yeah. Just poke a squirrel. I think.
Why do you think Sid from Ice Age? That's the sloth. Why do you think Sid, the squirrel from Ice Age, was so annoyed he was getting provoked all the time?
It was a sloth, though. This is very much.
No. The squirrel with the nut who spends the whole film trying to get the nut back.
That wasn't Sid, though.
No, it wasn't Sid. That's why I said I got the name wrong.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Yeah, no, you're right. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
So, if you're going to provoke squirrels, then I think you need to be ready for an attack. But these are 20 unprovoked attacks, all in the Rego Park area. The reason for attacks... You what, sorry?
Scrat.
Scrat was indeed the name of the squirrel. Congratulations.
5 points to it, Ali.
Clearly a father that's watched Ice Age a few times.
Nothing to do with being a father.
Fair enough.
Great film.
Did you ask Alexa? So anyway, the reason for the attacks, which has been described as cage style. There's a cage style attacks where squirrels jump on unsuspecting victims to scratch them and bite them. It's not known the reason why, but it is not considered to be linked to rabies. So that's good. But so if you're in Queens, be on the lookout for non-rabid angry squirrel.
Mark said, sure, they will attack you if you pinch their nuts, and I think that applies to most males, doesn't it?
Yes, absolutely. So it is worth noting that the picture up there is literally just a dramatization. This is what the squirrels look like.
Okay.
Okay.
That's a shame.
Okay. I was worried if those are the squirrels that are attacking me. Yeah, I wouldn't be provoking them.
Yeah, absolutely. I just wanted to make that absolutely clear.
I'm loving the fact that somewhere in your Google search history is angry squirrel image or provoked squirrel.
No. What is in my Google image search history is evil squirrel.
Oh, okay, cool.
What?
Right.
Do you know what? In the off season, I might reveal my Google search history, which would be.
Really?
I probably won't. Right. Anyway, so moving on to Alexa. And Alexa doing fake news. Recently.
You're gonna have to mute that word from yourself before we start setting off all 8 people's Alexas, whoever watching.
What? Alexa. Anyway. Yeah. Alexa's done fake news recently. Basically, a rumor started on Facebook regarding North Carolina Governor Roy Cooper. He was arrested and incarcerated in Stanley County Jail due to
provoking a squirrel.
No, not for provoking a now
this is now illegal in North Carolina after this incident.
It is indeed. No, so he basically, this rumor started that he was incarcerated in Stanley County Jail due to DUI, and it actually made it all the way to the Alexa platform. So users could ask Alexa if Governor Roy Cooper had been incarcerated for DUI, and the answer would be yes, and here is the source. And it was actually directing people to a website citing the source. Inquiries came in thick and fast to the county sheriff's department, and they were actually forced to issue a news release categorically stating that they had not arrested the governor for DUI. So there we go. That's your normal 3 TTIN items. But as this is the last TTIN of the year, of the season, as it were, hopefully not the last one of the year because it's the first one of the year, but of the season, I thought we need to have a bit of a bumper edition, don't we? Really. So let me.
So joining us today on the show is the squirrel.
No. So I thought, what better way to see out this year's TTIN or this season's TTIN with a look back over the year's worth of completely irrelevant news and picking out the best irrelevant news I could possibly find from the year. So if my co-host will permit me, I will.
Is this the annual Irrelevant News Awards?
Is this the annual Irrelevant News Awards? Yes. This is a new sub-segment, if Ollie's all right with that.
We need graphics, we need awards. Don't make it out of glass because it will get smashed.
Absolutely, definitely, especially if it's in Wisconsin. So anyway, we'll start off in number 3 in Manchester, England. I think this is Manchester, England, this one. That's the squirrel.
That's the squirrel.
That's the squirrel. There we go. This is Manchester, England.
I understand why you might get them confused.
This is the best of TTIN 2020. Yes, perfect. So anyway, this is a Manchester man, unnamed Manchester man. You thought John Gruden's song was a bizarre attempt at a face mask? Well, This man was spotted on a bus in Manchester with his pet python wrapped around his neck and face. And when approached by many passengers who thought it was just kind of a really funky face mask he replied that no, this was actually his attempt at following COVID rules and covering your face when going shopping. So, man wraps snake around face.
That's a bell end. That's a bell end waiting for natural selection to kick in.
Okay. We didn't like that one then, no?
No, I want a refund. I want a do-over.
Okay. Do you want my second best one of the year?
Yeah.
Bizarrely, these are all animal themed. I don't know why. Okay, my second best one of the year is in Spain. When early in the pandemic, when lockdown happened, it was forbidden for people to leave their house, completely leave their house, unless they owned a dog.
Well, they could only like one arm leave the house. They couldn't completely leave, just one arm out the window.
It was completely forbidden to leave their house.
Oh, okay. Just
all right.
Yeah.
No one likes a smart ass.
No one here, don't worry.
So anyway, yes, it was completely forbidden for people to leave their house unless they owned a dog, which actually gave rise to a business where people would actually hire out their dogs. For other people to walk so they could get some exercise.
So wait a minute, how does this work? Because say I hire my dog out, right?
Yep.
I have to assume I have more than one dog, because say I have one dog.
Yep.
And I was to hire my Loki out to someone.
Yep.
I would have to take Odin or Thor with him, because otherwise I deliver Loki to the renter of Loki.
Yep.
But then I would have to walk home sans dog. As such, breaching protocol. But would I be breaching protocol because I did not leave my house without my dog? I left with I left someone else's house without a dog.
This is where the UK government needs to clear up. Are you allowed to leave your house for any dog-related purposes, or primarily for the activity of exercising?
Well, if I will actually answer your question, Ollie, if you will permit me to finish.
Oh, please do so.
I will answer your question as to how this works. Okay.
Okay.
So
they just drive past, throw the dog in.
I've got some stuff news for this, by the way.
This law actually only extended to dogs, and residents were being fined and warned over walking other animals.
Oh my god!
These you couldn't take a squirrel for a walk.
These included you couldn't take your squirrel for a walk. No, these included a goat, a chicken, and most bizarrely, someone took their crab for a walk.
Who the fuck is a pet crab?
And actually got fined for it. So
no, that doesn't answer my question.
No, because I've not finished yet.
Oh, just waiting then.
Yeah, your question. If you stop interrupting me, we'll get there. Jesus. Right. Anyway, so this basically prompted authorities in Spain to issue a statement saying that also the ban extended to canaries and pot-bellied pigs, which one would assume someone had taken their canary and pot-bellied pig for a walk as well.
Do you take a canary for a walk, or do you take a canary for a fly?
Well, this is it. It depends, doesn't it? So, however, Spanish residents, not deterred by the fining, thought we're still going to get our exercise. So they actually started taking to the streets dressed as not snakes. Fuck, I told you these were. There we go. Dinosaurs. So because they worked out that only humans were being fined and warned, so they all dressed up as dinosaurs to go about their daily business. So to answer your question, how do you get away with loaning your dog out, delivering your dog to the loanee? You basically dress up as a dinosaur and walk back home as a dinosaur.
Amazing.
I thought it was going to go the other way. I thought that it was a case of somewhere along the lines of like the police were dressing up in dinosaur outfits because they'd run out of PPE. When I saw this picture, I was like, they'd run out of PPE. So they're wearing dinosaur outfits, but everyone was circumventing them by when they were walking across the street, when they'd see this dinosaur or, knew it was a policeman, they just stand really still because dinosaurs don't see people that don't move. Be like, and that's why they didn't get caught.
And what do you call a dinosaur that doesn't see people when they don't move?
Do you think he saw us?
Yeah. No, the sub news I had to that is that I saw a news article yesterday which stated that a dog's home in the UK, the name eludes me, a dog's home in the UK had officially sent all dogs out for adoption, and they had cleared the dog's home for the first time ever. And there was no dogs in the dog's home. And that explains as to why, if people were only allowed out to walk dogs, everyone was going, I know what I need. I need a furry friend.
Quite possibly. Quite possibly. So,
Tony, you alluded you might be cooking something else. I'm not saying I'm not satisfied with that one. I'm not saying I'm not satisfied. I'm just saying.
I have got another one.
You have?
I've got number one.
You've got number
Numero uno.
I've got numero uno.
Which is Spanish, not Italian.
The most bizarre story that I found. And this comes back to, do you remember when we had Murph on the show a few weeks ago?
Yes.
And we did TTIN, and he loved TTIN, and we discussed what happens when you type into Google Florida man and put your birth date in.
Mm-hmm.
Well, a Florida man this year.
Well, of course. What a way to wrap up 2020.
Florida. Here
Michael Wonder, aka the Gator Crusader from West Palm Beach, Florida, sensed that there was
there was a disturbance in the force.
Sensed that there was a slight difference in mood in the alligator population in Florida. Now, knowing he's worked with alligators quite a lot, and sensed that there was a mood, and he says that they're more smart than people give them credit for.
The picture you've got with this story makes it seem like a whole different story.
Well, let's go with that one.
Okay.
So this is the Gator Crusader, and he basically sensed that the alligators were not quite right, and they didn't know that the pandemic was happening, but they knew something had changed. So in order to soothe and relax the gators, and it bears saying that these gators are wild gators, they're not in captivity. These are wild gators in Florida. He would read them stories or sing to them to soothe them and relax them. So yeah.
Please tell me this has got a happy ending. Don't tell me he got eaten.
Well, no, because he basically also sensed that as soon as he started singing and reading stories to the gators, they kind of relaxed, and they knew that it was him, and they thought to themselves, "All right, I know this guy. This is fine. Everything's all okay."
That weird guy that comes around and sings to us.
Yeah, so everything's all okay with the world because this nutcase is singing to me. There we go. And on that note, that is literally all I have for this season. So TTIN 2021 version finished, done. I'm out.
He's truly out. Like, he's disconnected now. He's gone.
Tony, if you can hear me. Speaking like he's dead. Tony, if you can hear me.
Tony.
What a great segment. Thank you for all the hard work for that, because honestly, it makes, I think, all of us smile at least twice.
Your whole 3 minutes of Googling for the most irrelevant news on the first week paid off. You know, when we said, has anyone got any league news, and you came up, you didn't realize what you started. When you found that really shit Jet story, nailed it, mate. Nailed it.
Well, I had to go out with a bang. I had to give you the countdown. I know, obviously, it was very underwhelming for you, Ollie, and I apologise. I'll try harder next season. But
we've already got a formal complaint from Jed. Jed has said if that is the number one, then the Portuguese darts players and Mongolian cricketers demand a recount. This is election gate all over again. I'm already 2 days into the new year.
Well,
that's not my TTIN.
Apologise, Jed. Obviously, the Portuguese darts turned out well. We know that.
And I ran with that.
I genuinely do check the Mongolian cricket status on ICC on a regular basis, as well as other bits and pieces from around the world, which I'm chomping at the bit to come out with on TTIM, but I'm just waiting for COVID to stop, basically.
I'm sure that 2021 will have an amazing, if not better, TTIN year than what 2020 did. So, thank you for all the hard work on that segment because it does. I think it does make people smile.
Good.
Well,
Yep.
Any relevant league news?
I did see that someone has got no one. That's a good way to start a sentence.
Yeah, someone's got no one. I don't know where you're going with this one.
Yeah, I can't remember what team and what position.
The Saints have got no running backs.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah,
Everybody needs somebody.
I mean, at least you understood. Someone's got no.
Everybody needs somebody. Yeah.
Oscillating gently in your chair, singing that song like you were thoroughly enjoying it.
Great chair.
Oscillating, good word.
Oh, he's off again. Fucking lexicographer.
Just getting the word count in. Any? Are we going to go straight into any of the news around the league?
That's where I was at. Was on the whole. Have we got anything else? Put the heading up.
Jason Witten is chasing a record.
Yeah, it was chasing a record, but it wasn't relevant. It wasn't relevant to him catching a pass, though.
No, it wasn't. Although I don't know what the criteria of played a game is. Is it taking one snap in said game? Is it dressing for one game? Is it taking X amount of snaps in a game?
I believe it's taking a single snap.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Target him 8 times a day. But anyway.
Yeah, that was the thing. Is when I saw record, I thought, oh, okay, now we've got the justification. And then I read the rest of the story. I was like, yeah, that doesn't justify why we were trying to force the football at him.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, it's frustrating. So yeah, no, league news. Saints got no one at running back. So you go from a running back that scores 6 touchdowns and then gets fines for having Jingle Bells boots. To having no running backs.
Jingle boots, you call that.
Jingle boots.
Yeah, jingle boots. Then that'd be really bad. Like, do you reckon you could get away with bells on your boots? Like ching 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 ching. I don't know. I think it would just bring a nice new dynamic to it. Be like,
well, because with the IQ of some of the players, they'd be suddenly going, Santa coming already.
Dwayne Haskins released from the football team.
Mm-hmm.
Which football team?
The football team. The football team. Who are nearing announcing, they were saying it was going to be possibly this week, was announcing what the football team were going to name themselves. They were down to 2 products.
I thought they'd settled on the football team.
No, that was a temporary one because
I thought Snyder came out and said, no, we found it. This is it. We are the football team.
Wasn't it going to be the Red Washington Arrows or Washington Red Arrows or something? No, that's the English.
Red Wings.
But no, I did see something in the past week or so that said, they are nearing to having a name.
Good. No, that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
What other shit did I see out there? I've got this feeling we're going to sign Haskins. I really have.
Do we need another quarterback?
Did we need about 16 on the roster? If Chucky had his way, he'd put like as many QBs as he could.
Well, you wanted a trick play from last week where we roll out 2 QBs. Maybe we'll see more.
We already got 2 though. That's the thing. We've got 2 QBs. We don't need 3 to roll out.
Maybe we'll roll out an all QB set.
All QB set.
5 QBs on the O line and fucking Colton Miller as quarterback. What are they doing?
Spread QBs.
Yep, man.
Was it the football team that won the NFC East in the end? Who won?
It's decided this weekend.
Yes, decided this weekend.
If the Cowboys win, I believe they take the division. But if the Cowboys lose, then the winner is whoever wins between the Eagles and the Giants on Sunday Night Football. I believe that's how it works. Because that's an interesting one. The Eagles and Giants being the Sunday night game is arguably the worst primetime game ever to end the season on. But apparently, it's the only game where something matters because every other game just doesn't matter because everything's already decided.
I just greatly disagree with this 7 and 9 bullshit. Should be able to get you into the playoffs. I'm sorry, but
it's not even that.
Sorry. It's going to be good fucking football.
It's going to be a 6-win team, I think.
If my team are not going to be in there, if my team are not going to be in the playoffs, I'm probably going to watch some playoff football. I don't want to watch that shit show. Granted, no one's forced me like Clockwork Orange. Fucking watch the game, Molly. But
as far as it stands at the minute, which is can't even wrap my head around it. Dallas and Washington are tied at the top of the division. So, like I said, if Dallas win, I think they take it. Or if Washington, I can't remember. But yeah, Dallas, who could take the division, currently have the 11th draft pick.
Tony, were you saying there was a chance that a 6 and 10 team could make it?
That's exactly. I was about to say that. Do I get a point for that? Because I did say that Washington would make it out of the division as division winners.
Well,
and that they would have a 6 and 10 record.
Fucking hell, that would be atrocious.
It would.
A 6 and 10 record making the playoffs. Are you shitting me?
Yeah, I know. Let's put this into perspective. The Eagles are only just out of it at 4 and 10. Oh, 4, 10 and 1. Sorry.
Yeah, that's what I said. There was Eagles and Giants are both on 4, 10 and 1. They've literally got the same record.
No, the Giants are 5 and 10.
Are they?
So Giants are.
Sorry. No, you're right. It's the Bengals on 4, 10 and 1 as well.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Crazy stuff. Crazy stuff.
That is ridiculous.
It is shocking. Although, bizarrely, Washington, 315 points for, 315 points against.
JDR. I like what JDR's doing out there.
That's what I'm just thinking. I think he needs to come back. Come back to the mothership.
I'd welcome Captain Jack back with open arms, 100%. I didn't want to see him go in the first place, to tell you the truth. I liked him. I liked the cut of his jib.
Like the cut of his jib.
Tony, did you hear that one, or did you need a new horn?
Yeah.
Pardon? We're there. Speak up, boy. All right. We've waffled bollocks for an hour and 40 minutes, and this is the pre-game for Broncos. And even when we said,
he said it.
Oh no! Oh, even I missed it that time. In the green room pre-show, it was going. Let's see if we can keep this one under an hour. No fucking chance.
Yeah, no,
not a chance in hell. No.
Jed, I did not see the rib-breaking hit by the Clemson number 47, but apparently it was not worthy of ejection. But apparently there was. I don't know.
Get out.
Yeah, how did we manage to do a Donkeys pregame and we spoke about the game for even when we tried to buckle down and talk about it for 5 minutes, we didn't even manage that.
And it's still a long show because we like talking. We have a good chat.
We do, and chat likes us here. I mean, we're an hour and 38 minutes in, and we've still got 11 people here.
Shameless plug as well. Tomorrow is the last chance you will get to have time on the virtual tailgate with all of SBUK and the rest of Raider Nation before
let's
go.
I must put an apology out there because I said I was going to set one up for New Year's Eve and I didn't.
Yeah.
So huge apologies there. But tomorrow's virtual tailgate, which is the last virtual tailgate for Raiders regular season, I think we should run them through the playoffs for people if they want to watch. But we will open this one up to everyone. It will be non-members. So we'll put it up we won't put it on the Silver and Black UK page, but it will be in the fan group. So we'll put it up there and would love to get as many people up there. And it opens about 15 minutes before. I think pile everyone in, be a real good giggle.
Some vino and come join the fun.
Yes, it's good.
We understand though. It's obviously it's possibly, everyone's back to work Monday, but let's end the holidays with some good football.
Yeah, jump on in. It's a good laugh.
It's a good crack.
It is.
All right. Well,
Random news.
I think-
This is obviously not really football news or anything, but it's news that kicked my ass emotionally. John Hoover, who is a name that isn't familiar with most people, sadly passed away the other day, and it upset me quite a bit. He was a professional wrestler, and he died at the age of 41, leaving behind 2 children and his wife. And I know that he was a massive Washington football team fan. He had lung issues. It wasn't COVID related, but he literally was wrestling as a 6'5", 300-pound monster athlete in October. And he had his last match, went off for a bit of an injury time off, and never came back. So T's and P's to that family, because I met him in New Orleans, and he's one of the nicest blokes I've ever shared a drink with. Incredibly humble, and the only person on record, I believe, to make me look small. I'm not the biggest guy in the world. I am only 6'2", but I look pretty small in that picture, considering I'm 6'2". But yeah, Jonathan Hoover, man, rest in peace, much love. I know we've got some wrestling fans who also watch the football, so they'll appreciate.
Who? Where?
I know Merv. Right.
Can't see.
Wrapping it up.
The neon title. The one that says
No.
if you can hear me, I can't see you.
Can you not? Oh, okay, fair enough. Well, in that case, I suppose that's pretty much it from us for the evening, is it not?
Oh, has Ollie crapped out?
By the looks of it, yeah,
Dang it.
we're back to the 90s.
Ba-da-bum, ba-da-bum. Dale, I am not out of wine. It is holiday season. Half a bottle next to me and 2 or 3 bottles downstairs waiting to be sipped. We're there, man.
Okay, well, Ollie's disappeared, so I guess that's time for you and me to disappear as well then.
It certainly looks like it. Thanks everyone for joining.
Indeed.
Have a good end of your holiday season and a great start to the new year. Hopefully we'll see everyone on the tailgate. I'll be there, Tony. Will you be there?
Oh, fuck yeah, I'll be there.
That's good.
I'll be there with my usual tipple.
Oh, snap.
My usual tipple.
A great one.
Until such time as I can get my hands on a Charles Woodson bourbon.
Yes.
Batch 2 for pre-order now.
Ooh.
If you can get it imported.
If you can get it imported, yes. That's a different story.
All right.
So, I told you we're onto something. Before we go, Jed has just said, most entertaining show, fellas. Ironic, as it contained hardly any football chat. Told you, we're onto something.
All right, so coming 2021 season.
That's the off-season sorted. Gravy and irrelevant news.
Guys.
No. You what? Yeah, no, okay.
We tried.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are out. See you on Monday for the post game.
Who else?
Go Raiders. This appears to be a cheat code issue because I didn't press the button in time. Anyway,
Bye.
bye.